Welcome back to All In Season 2. I'm a huge believer that the bigger your base, the higher your peak, and the better you perform on race day. I've never really had the chance to put in a huge foundation, and that's what I'm going to try and do now. So this is week one. Still.
I've been awaiting hard. Yeah, I've been just for you to answer. Yeah, I've been slightly available. Yet when I call you, you don't pick up the phone. I've been calling.
So, welcome back to Season 2 of All In. Since the last time I made a video, my training's taken a bit of a nosedive. My motivation's been a bit lacking and I just haven't done the work that I'm used to. So I decided, let's start up Season 2 really early and show everyone how I prepare for a marathon block. So this won't be necessarily the marathon training, this is the base, the foundation that I want to put in before I go for an even bigger goal. So for April, the marathon goal for London was sub 2 hours and 25. I felt like I was on course to give that a really good shot, but obviously circumstances changed. For October, I'm skipping through April's goal. I'm going straight to sub 220, which has been not my ultimate goal, but a huge goal of mine. It's the long-term goal. And since we've got time to put long-term plans into place with the sort of base foundation that I can now put in, that's going to be my goal. Huge goal, but how am I going to get there? Well, I want to share my journey to sub 220. It's 26 weeks until the London Marathon. A lot of it will be on the treadmill. The odd run outdoors. It won't be as interesting as the last season with all the races and, you know, the big sessions. But hopefully it'll be useful and interesting to see what I do from my current shape to get into the sort of shape that I've never been in. I weighed this morning and I've put on, 9-10 pounds since lockdown. So it's about time I got some miles in and trim down a bit, but mainly just get fit. Lots and lots of aerobic miles. So I'm about to do an hour on the treadmill. I'm going to set the pace to 15 kilometers an hour, which is about 6:30 pace. I got my heart rate monitor on, chest strap, and I'm going to see what the heart rate is. And I'm going to do this every Monday for a few Mondays now and see if I can bring that heart rate down every week for the exact same effort, exact same pace on the treadmill. So it's pretty much a fair test. I put the same trainers on. I've got the Asics Nova Blast on today, which I absolutely love. Still need to get a review up of those. So I'll be wearing those for every Monday morning run. As you can see, I've got my whiteboard ready. There's the goal, sub 220, London Marathon in October. And today is week one, base. My resting heart rate this morning was higher than it normally is, 44, and I was 165 pounds. It's Monday, let's do this first hour run, and let's get fit.
And there we go, an hour done. Average heart rate was 147, a lot higher than I would have liked. Heart rate went up to 155. So a lot of work to be done, but I'll do this test every Monday and we'll see what the heart rate comes down to. As I increase my aerobic fitness, lose a few of the pounds I put on, and those two things converge and the heart rate comes down. But happy to get this All In Season 2 block underway. 1 hour done, let's go and have some breakfast. So some new trainers have just arrived, and it is the New Balance Fuel Cell TC. So this is a carbon carbon fiber plated marathon trainer. So I've been really excited to try these out. I want to try out all the different carbon fiber plate trainers, compare them, see what the difference is, and see how they rival the Nike, or if they're good for different things. So I've got a 30-minute run on the treadmill now, second run of the day. It's just going to be a steady run and see how these get on initial first impressions. There we go, 30 minutes done, 15 kilometers an hour. Again, that's about 6:30 pace. Quite like the trainers, very poppy. Different to the Next Percent and the 4%, and also very different to the Brooks. So I'll take them out on the road probably tomorrow, and I'll give you a proper review once I've done some more miles in them, some quicker stuff, which is what they're designed for. Pretty happy with the start of the block. 2 runs, double, 90 minutes done for the day. All steady, all aerobic, and we move on. Sub 220 in 2020, all in, bring it on. Morning, it's Tuesday and I'm going out for an hour steady now. It's beautiful and sunny, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm taking the Brooks out on their final run before the review. Yeah, just an hour steady, aerobic, nothing too fast. I've got a 5k virtual run to do tomorrow, so saving the legs for that. There we go, 8.5 miles done. Ended up doing a bit of a different route. It was really quite hilly, or it is for me anyway. But I enjoyed it. Really nice weather. I hope this sticks around for a long time because it really lifts my mood, and I think we all need that right now. So the sun for the win. The Brooks, I actually like them a bit more than normal, even though I was just not jogging, but just a steady pace. I feel like maybe they've worn in a bit, which is a bit strange considering you're not meant to wear them for many miles. I think 100 miles is their limit, which is, to put it plainly, pathetic for the price as well. But yeah, I like them a bit more today. I did one like stride towards the end to see what they were like a bit faster, and that's when you really feel them, is when you're running fast. Anyway, I'll let you all know about that in the full review. So it's time for run number 2, just 30 minutes easy on the treadmill. Tomorrow I've got an all-out 5k effort, so I'm going to get up really early, try and do it where there's no one around. It's for the virtual road relays. To be honest, I've put so much weight on, I feel sluggish in my runs, so I'm not really looking forward to it. Haven't done a session in a week. But I'll give it a crack because the team need the numbers. I'm just not expecting much. Frustrating because, a few weeks ago I did that 15:02. If I'd kept up with the consistency and hadn't been such a pig, I probably would have dipped under 15. But there's always a down the line to do that, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, I'll do it for the club. So I'm just going to get this run done now. Going to do it in the New Balance Fuel Cell TC. Another 30 minutes in those, and then I'll take them out on the road on Thursday. On the New Balance Fuel Cell TC. Feel that carbon fiber plate. Whenever you feel my feet, I don't know what to do with my feet. I'm like, am I running properly? I've forgotten how to run.
They sound quite heavy.
I think it's the grip's quite slappy on the treadmill. We'll see how the rubber translates to the outside.
Behind the scenes.
Leave the jackets out of this!
A bike.
That's mental, man! Leave it!
A bike that's never used. Makes a lovely clothes horse.
Leave the shirts out of it, that's business wear!
This is the business end of the back cave. Oh, look! Yes, a telly for when he gets kicked out in the doghouse.
Focus on your form, lad, focus on your form! There we go, 5 miles done. Definitely don't feel as smooth as I have done, but just want to keep showing up. If anyone saw my Instagram post today, which is last Tuesday, my motivation just isn't quite there, but I'm so keen to keep showing up and come out of this really difficult and strange, weird period. Uncertainty, and you know, it's not a great period for anyone, but I want to come out of it stronger. I want to look back at this and think that I was resilient and determined and consistent, and that it made me a stronger person, both physically and mentally. So for me, I know how important running is to me, both mentally and physically, and I just want to keep turning up and really show up when this is all done. So another few miles banked, another double day, and there's definitely some positives to take from today. I think it's really easy in this horrible period to get beaten down, and I feel like I've let myself get beaten down a little bit. My attitude hasn't been great. There's so much negativity on social media at the moment, which I'm finding really difficult. And obviously the headlines on the news are always so depressing and sad. And then personal circumstances as well, you know, I'm self-employed, that hasn't helped. But all of this just accumulates and can get on top of you. And I want to come out of this stronger. I don't want to let all of this beat me down. So it's really important that I keep on turning up in my running, which keeps me mentally focused and keeps me motivated in other aspects of my life, because I don't want to let my family down. I don't want to let myself or my family down. I want to be there for them. I want to be me, and getting beaten down by the depressing news and all the negativity everywhere isn't me. So it's time to show some resilience, keep turning up, and try and get back to the positive guy that I try to be for myself, but also for the people that I love around me.
Morning. So it's 5:30. I'm just waiting for it to get a bit lighter before I head out. It's the virtual 5k national relays. So the actual national relays were obviously cancelled. So all the different clubs are sending their team out to run 5k in as quiet as conditions as possible, which is why I'm going out really early. I'm going down to the lake, a few laps of that, and see what I can do for the team. Not feeling so confident about it, but we'll go out at 3-minute Ks, which is about 4:50 a mile, and see how long I can hold on. Yeah, I haven't had the greatest night of sleeps. I can't even speak, but yeah, I'm looking forward to doing something a bit harder, despite my legs not feeling so great, because I haven't done any sessions in over a week. So this wouldn't be my normal thing I do as part of my base, but it's for I can't speak. It's for the Swansea Harriers. It's for the team, so I'm going to go out and get it done. Not taking my cameras, no headphones, no phone, just me and the lake. And I've got a tracksuit on, which I'm going to strip down and just leave at the side, and hopefully no one will steal it, because hopefully there won't be anyone there. So yeah, I'm just going to head out now, get my warm-up done, and then see what I've got in the tank.
And I'm done. Oh, 5Ks are hard. Oh, perfect conditions though, so still. The only thing was the air resistance, which I'm not used to now that I'm banging out the miles on the treadmill. So yeah, it's definitely harder out on the road than it is on the treadmill. But I gave it everything. Was looking good up to 3K. 4th K was an absolute nightmare. And then I just tried to kick it home for the 5th K. and I'm waiting now for it to upload to Strava to see how I've done. I may have dipped under 15, we're about to find out. I should be ecstatic, and yet it just all seems like a bit of a relief because I hate 5Ks. So I've just checked Strava and it's got me as 14:58 for my first sub 15. Whew, pretty happy with that. Wasn't expecting that, not at all. So 30 minutes, really chilled out on the treadmill, just a recovery run, 12 kilometers an hour, so I'm not sure what that is. Just don't know, but it felt very easy. Legs felt a bit battered from earlier's 5K, so just relaxed. Really happy with the run earlier. I know it's not a race, I know it's not a real PB, but it's a huge confidence boost. I know that for a fact now that if I was in a race, sitting on some boys, that I'd probably be able to go sub 15, so that's exciting, but there won't be any races for a long time, so hopefully I'll be even better shape than that when the races do come round. Time for dinner, and I don't know what I'm going to watch actually. Money Heist is over. So, just out on my hour run. Legs still feel really cooked from yesterday, but I found a really nice new route. I'm exploring new routes straight from the house, and I found this really quiet like farm road. So I'll definitely incorporate this loop into the training. It's a bit hilly, but I think that's good at this point. Just aerobic running, hills for strength. Yeah, so I'm enjoying, and the sun is out. Oh, I'm looking forward to a summer of training. It makes such a difference to my mood. So yeah, feeling really good. Got the singlet on, gonna get a nice singlet tan. It's all good. And then back to lockdown. Right, just about to jump on the treadmill for 30 minutes, very easy. Really happy with how the doubles are going. My legs feel okay, I wouldn't say great. And hopefully, if I can keep this consistency, I'll start to see progress in a couple of weeks. And then the heart rate will come down for each effort. And by the time lockdown's finished, I'll be really fit and ready to race. Right, just going out for an hour run. First time that the fuel cell TC are going out, so see how they fare. Gonna put a stride pod on so I can get the power data, and doing a hilly loop, doing the same loop I did yesterday. Took an hour to do it twice, so that's what I'll do. But yeah, looking forward to testing these out, because I could really feel the plate popping on the treadmill. Be interesting to see how it reacts on the road, because it does seem like a nice trainer. Sorry, I'm literally my feet talking to you. Just easier this way. All right, let's get going. That was absolutely savage. It was meant to be a steady run, but I wanted to really test out the fuel cell TC. So I started to pick up the pace and did almost like a hilly tempo, and it's so hot, and I really struggled, and I'm so rubbish in the heat. Oh no, I hope they don't bring any races back. I can't run in the heat. Whew. I love the sun, but that was tough. Another mile banked, another 8 miles banked there. I did it like 10 minutes quicker than yesterday, the loops. So yeah, good, progression. Now the first thing I'm going for is a cold can of Diet Coke and a nice lolly. Come to me, please. Miss Molly's lollies, an absolute bargain, an absolute lifesaver. Right, 8 o'clock, now it's time for another 30 minutes easy run on the treadmill, another double. And I'm excited for this run because Inside Running Podcast Patreon has just popped up with an interview with Steve Jones, who, if you don't know Steve Jones, you should. He's an absolute Welsh legend. Former marathon world record holder, former British marathon record holder, and yeah, he's a straight talking guy, so I'm interested to see what he says. I've listened to an interview with him before and I've met him, and he doesn't mince his words. Anyway, let's get this run done. Another double. this is the most consistent that I've been with doubles for ages. So I'm happy that week 1 of this block is going okay. Yeah. Another hot day, same hilly loop, because I found that it's really quiet and decent training. I'm going to do this as a bit of a session, base session. So a mixture of stuff. I'm going to do a mile warm up, then I'm going to do a minute on and off for about a mile. Then I'm just going to run steady until I hit the hills, and then I'm going to give it everything up the hills and then just recover on the flats and downhills. And that's one loop, and then I'll go around and do the same thing again with a minute on, minute off, and then the hills. So some faster stuff and some hard work up the hills, but nothing too taxing compared to the big sessions I was putting in during the marathon block. So I'm excited to do something a bit quicker. Legs feel a little bit better than they have done. Just hopefully the heat doesn't hold me back too much, but it's all good training, whatever. I need to get used to this heat if any races do end up popping up in the summer. So let's get it done. I feel absolutely frazzled. So hot. I'm such a bad hot runner, I can't speak. Fun session though. Wasn't much volume at all or fast stuff, but it was enough to keep it interesting without absolutely smashing my legs up. Got a long run tomorrow, so yeah, that'll top off the week quite nicely. Date night tonight, and hopefully a recovery run before date night, and first week will be done. Well, after the long run. I think the heat's got to me. Right, let's go home. So I'm just waiting for my date to arrive. It's isolation date night. We've come to a beautiful garden restaurant. I've gone and got myself a drink from the bar. Oh, here she arrived. I thought she was going to stand me up. Oh, doesn't she look beautiful? And the week is over, just before 10 o'clock, Easter Sunday. Thank you, treadmill. What have I done? 17.5k. It's less than I wanted, but I'm done. I'm cooked. So I didn't end up going out for a recovery run yesterday. Me and Kelly had a really nice date night. We had some nice food, ate outside, it was really nice weather. Had a few drinks, I can't see it again. Had a few drinks, relaxed. It was really nice. And then today, it's been a really busy day, doing a lot of work and Easter stuff, and Easter meal, etc. So I've only just got on the treadmill. It was meant to be a long run, but I've done 66 minutes, 17.5k. I've got loads of sweat in my eyes. I'm happy with that. I think it's about an 80 mile week, which is one of my biggest weeks for a while. And a good starting block for my base block. I've got the garage door swinging open with the wind, so I need to close it before I wake up all the neighbours. Yeah, so that is... Oh, give me a break. Come on, Sam, come on. So that is All In, Season 2, Episode 1 done, 80 mile week. And we move on. Let's see where this journey takes us.